What if you could make someone crave your presence like oxygen? Not simple affection, but a profound psychological dependence. A state where they feel utterly lost without you. Sound dark? It is. This isn't about healthy interdependence. We're venturing into the complex territory of deep psychological influence. These aren't parlor tricks. This is real psychology, underpinning some of the most compelling human connections. Understanding these dynamics isn't just about recognizing them in others. It's about comprehending the subtle currents that shape our own relational landscapes. This knowledge can be illuminating, even empowering, but like any potent tool, it demands respect and awareness of its potential impact. Prepare to understand the architecture of psychological dependence, how it's built, why it's so compelling, and the profound effects it can have on both the influencer and the influenced. The first cornerstone in constructing psychological dependence is the dopamine loop. This refers to a neurological pathway fundamental to motivation, reward, and addiction. Think about the relentless pull of social media notifications or the gambler's hope for a win, driven by the same neurochemical processes. Our goal is to create a similar loop in an interpersonal dynamic, making your presence a sought-after dopamine-triggering event. The key lies in variable ratio reinforcement, a concept from behavioral psychology. Constant, predictable rewards lead to habituation. The brain adapts, and excitement wanes. However, unpredictable rewards, a surprise compliment, an unexpected gesture, light up the brain's reward system with greater intensity. This unpredictability keeps the other person guessing, anticipating, and craving that next hit of positive reinforcement. Consider offering a thoughtful compliment, then becoming slightly less effusive for a period. Their brain, having registered the previous positive stimulus, begins to seek it out again. The absence of that specific attention creates a subtle tension, a yearning. When you re-engage with another unexpected reward, the pleasure is amplified. This isn't about being erratic, it's about understanding the power of intermittent reinforcement. The human brain is wired to pay heightened attention to unpredictable sources of pleasure or validation. By becoming a source of these unpredictable positive jolts, you tap into this deep-seated neurological programming. This forms the initial, powerful strand in the web of psychological dependence. Beyond the neurochemical hooks of the dopamine loop, psychological dependence is amplified by emotional contrast. Bonds are not forged solely through constant positivity. Instead, shared experiences of emotional highs and lows create deep connections. Think about the most memorable experiences in life. They often involve a spectrum of emotions. When you become a significant presence during these emotional fluctuations, their brain associates you with emotional intensity. This intensity can become incredibly addictive. People crave feeling, and you become the conduit for that heightened state of emotional arousal. This doesn't mean inducing negativity for its own sake, it's about skillfully navigating emotional shifts. For instance, you might be enigmatic and reserved, creating a sense of mystery. Then, shift to unexpected warmth, deep empathy, or shared laughter, creating a powerful contrast. This oscillation between different emotional states makes you fascinating and hard to disengage from. Their emotional system becomes attuned to your presence, anticipating a range of feelings linked to you. Consider the power of shared vulnerability. After maintaining a composed demeanor, allowing a moment of genuine vulnerability can create a strong bond. This emotional range makes you unpredictable in an engaging way. Emotional contrast keeps them invested and constantly re-engaging with the connection. By providing this spectrum of emotional experience, you become an experience in yourself. Every human being has core emotional needs: validation, safety, admiration, competence, and belonging. When you accurately perceive and subtly mirror these needs, you create a profound connection. This isn't about flattery, it's about deep empathy that makes them feel uniquely understood. The process begins with astute observation and active listening. Pay attention to what they say, how they say it, and the underlying emotions. Once you've identified a core need, the mirroring must be subtle and authentic. If they crave validation for their insights, reflect on a specific point they made and expand on it thoughtfully. If they need to feel safe expressing unconventional ideas, create a non-judgmental space. This mirroring creates a powerful psychological effect. The individual starts to feel an unparalleled sense of understanding and acceptance from you. This feeling is incredibly potent. In a world where many feel overlooked, encountering someone who reflects their deepest needs can feel like finding a sanctuary. This sense of being profoundly understood is a cornerstone of deep emotional bonding. The more consistently you meet these needs, the more indispensable you become. They start to rely on you for that feeling of being truly seen, heard, and valued. Now we arrive at a more advanced concept, becoming their safe chaos. This might sound contradictory. How can chaos be safe? The key lies in balance. This chaos isn't about being genuinely unstable or harmful. It's about introducing stimulating unpredictability within a framework of trust and security. The safe part is paramount. Through consistent mirroring of their needs and providing dopamine hits of validation, you've established a baseline of trust. They know you won't abandon or betray them. This foundation allows them to crave the chaos, the excitement and novelty you bring. This safe chaos can manifest in many ways. It could be through witty banter, new experiences, or breaking routine in delightful ways. You become the antidote to monotony, the source of stimulating disequilibrium. Think of it as a roller coaster in a meticulously maintained amusement park. People become addicted to the sensation of controlled risk, of manageable excitement. You embody that thrilling ride, but they feel secure in your presence. This unique combination makes you irreplaceable. The principles we've discussed delve into the deep mechanics of human connection and influence. Psychological dependence is a potent force built upon understanding core human needs, neurochemical responses, and emotional dynamics. This knowledge is powerful. It can allow you to forge incredibly deep connections. However, this power comes with significant ethical responsibility. The line between fostering deep interdependence and engineering unhealthy dependence is fine. The intent behind using this knowledge is paramount. The mind you influence is not a game. It's a complex, delicate human consciousness. Use this understanding wisely, with empathy and foresight. Aim to build connections that empower, not ensnare. True strength in relationships comes from mutual respect and healthy interdependence.